Alright, we're back. I ain't gonna waste your time because I ain't got time to waste. You read the title of the video. Too many guys wonder why they struggle with women. And it's not rocket science when I say it's because you're worshipping them. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You know, having women up on this pedestal and making out that they're so much better than what you are, well, it makes you, just ruins your ability to actually not only communicate with them, but, you know, get on with your everyday life. That makes sense. And yeah, the biggest culprit of this is obviously watching too much porn or whatever, following too many models on Instagram, all that stuff. And, you know, it's really not that hard to not worship women, if that makes sense. And I'm going to run through a little bit how to stop, in case you're too stupid to figure out this yet for yourself. And, you know, what it's all about, really. What the fuck? Okay, we're good. And so we'll start by saying, you know, how the whole reason behind the concept of worshipping women is obviously putting them, you know, kind of distancing themselves from you, alienating. We'll say alienating the fact that, you know, women are, you know, everyday. They're just people, but because, you know, guys are so hung up on getting a girlfriend, whatever, that, you know, it gets in their head, and it becomes this ultra, you know, super hyper focus, like, I gotta get a girlfriend, gotta get a girlfriend, that it kind of works against them, in the sense that it's like the opposite of, you know, you've heard the term the abundance mindset. It's kind of the opposite of that, you know? You gotta get desperate, and, you know, any attention you get from women, you kind of just throw away because you're desperate and you're being needy, and that's unattractive to women. And it's part of why watching porn is so bad. Not only are you it's just a beta activity, you are alienating yourself from these women because you see them only in one way, in a sexual way, and not just as normal people. You know, that's why I found that, you know, since trying to actually quitting porn, you know, it makes conversing with them so much easier, because, you know, you don't view them as just a sex object. You know, that makes sense? Like, you're actually going out and having conversations. You don't need to be best friends with them. And I'm actually not a fan of having female best friends, male friends, you know, of the opposite gender. It doesn't work. I'll talk about that in another video, but it makes, you know, conversing and just being like just platonic and just, you know, being able to, you know, like work colleagues and all that. They don't stress you out. And it's just being able to relax and, you know, be you. And that authenticity is very attractive to women, rather than, you know, trying to put on this personality or cover up, or, you know, they can kind of see through that pretty easily. So you've got to understand that not only are you doing yourself a disservice both physically by watching porn, you're basically just disabling yourself socially. And you don't realize it at first that you over-sexualize women, but it's when you start to actually kind of, what's the term, you know, like break free from that sexualization, you kind of understand how bad it was. You don't that makes sense. You don't understand like how negatively it is portraying these women, and until you've actually made the effort to break free and develop a a healthy perspective on women, because we all know porn is bad, and it's a toxic society that we live in, especially in the Western world, and it doesn't help that girls are so happy with just turning 18 and starting an OnlyFans and whatever, and all that kind of stuff. But as young men, ambitious young men, it becomes a distraction when you're spending all of your waking hours, just focusing all of your efforts towards women. Now, we know at the very end of the day, the goal is to try and find a wife and have kids and, continue the bloodline, whatever. But in we'll say medium term, like next 5 or so years, 10 years, you shouldn't be focusing on getting a girlfriend. You should be focusing on building yourself up and, improving all of your areas of your life. That's why we say the term holistic self-improvement. Holistic is obviously everything, a wide variety of different things. Improving, yourself as a whole, not just one-dimensionally. That's why we go to the gym, all that bullshit, It's kind of to improve yourself to the point where, you're able to stop worshipping women, put them on a pedestal, and you're able to actually focus on what matters, your purpose, because that is pretty much just as important, in my opinion at least. And I definitely find that I don't actively think about girls and women and dating and all that as much as I used to. Now my goals have changed, and I'm supposed to be business focused, but shit happens, life happens. But that's the focus at the moment, and I've kind of gone completely off dating at the moment, and it's helped me just clear my mind from all that bullshit, all of the dating, the hookups, the girls being whores, guys being simps, all that stuff. And I've been able to just kind of take a step back in that sense, and understand that where I want to be, who I want to be as an ideal man, both in myself and to a partner, is not who I am yet now, and I'm not able to attract the woman that I want to be with. So it's kind of like there's no point me even thinking about it, because there's things I have to do beforehand before I can actually start focusing on that. And I've always said I want to be financially free before I start actually seriously dating, actually trying to find someone who to spend the rest of my life with. But like I said, the best way to start is by just getting off fucking Pornhub. I can't stress this enough, bro. It's crippling you. It is crippling you. If you want, I can give you some, one-on-one advice if that's something you're into, and on how I haven't 100% broken free, but I am definitely further ahead than a lot of guys in breaking, porn addictions. And so I might be able to give you some insights. If that's something you're interested in, top link in the description. But anyways, we'll wrap it up here. Still here at the end of the video. I love you. And remember, life is what you make it.